Like, subscribe and follow Boxing Bro UK.
Boxing Bros UK here. I'm Mr. Boss Chris, and I'm with Mr. Neutral from Red Corner Boxing. And we're going to talk about the masterclass that we seen yesterday from SHAKUR Stevenson. I'm going to let you kick it off. What did you make of the fight?
Man, some words cannot describe a performance, mate. Some words are just not good enough. And some words just don't justify what you saw. Outstanding, masterclass, strategic. It had everything, but it wasn't a great fight to the the casual eye, to the hardcore eye. Oh my goodness. You're talking about a two-time lineal champion who couldn't win a round against a guy who was smiling and having fun for 12 rounds. It was ridiculous. I've never, ever seen a champion dismantled by a boxer. Not only the fact that he started at featherweight, super featherweight, lightweight, and he comes up to 140 and does that. You're looking at a generational great in my eyes. I've not seen this kind of ease of moving up weights and dismantling champions, interim champions, and so forth in the manner that he does. They can't get a look in. It's ridiculous.
And do you know the funny thing is? I think he had about 3-4 more gears he could have gone through if he needed to. It didn't seem to. It seemed like he was in second gear, mate. It wasn't. He didn't. He could. I think he could have, if he wanted to, he could have made it a bit messy and got him out of there. But he thought, you know what? I'm winning comfortable. I'm controlling everything. So why, if it's not broke, don't fix it, kind of thing. He was literally. It was just a masterclass. I think SHAKUR Stevenson is. I know people are going to say, "Oh, you're going too far," but I said it before this fight. He's like Mayweather. He's one of them fighters that he knows what you're going to do before you do it, like a Mayweather, like a Usyk. So doesn't matter what you try, you ain't going to hit him.
Mayweather got hit. That's the thing. Mayweather got hit by champion. This guy is not getting hit by champions at all. It's not doing, going on about or anything like that. People have got to understand what they saw there last night. It was off the scale. I've not seen anything like that since Leonard, to be honest. Leonard, I'm talking the mid-80s. Such with the way that he could go up weights. It just made people look stupid. Absolutely stupid. Mayweather, he was just good. He was hard to hit. But he would present more of a target than SHAKUR Stevenson. His defensive angles are something to behold. And I'm not just picking this up because I wasn't convinced with SHAKUR Stevenson up until last night. Just wasn't at all. He wasn't even in my, I would say, top 8 pound for pound. Now he's 3. Absolutely straight in bang, number 3 after that. Because you got to start going, how far can we put this man up? 4-weight world champion. Look at the resume, who the losses, count the wins to losses. It's ridiculous. Exactly. This guy is only 28.
I think 147 might be his limit, or 154 at a push, but we'll see. But if he does that, he's up there. Mayweather, Pacquiao, Crawford.
Of course, Crawford. Yeah, because you can see he's got that Crawford connection, that sort of protege, mentor, student type thing going on there. There's a few of them, around that clique. Very, very. I don't know what it is. They have some sort of magic they just produce and bring to the table. And then there's an aura about SHAKUR Stevenson now. He's got that, oh my goodness, how do we beat this man aura? He's not a killer, but it's like a boxing enigma, a puzzle box that you just can't solve.
How do you beat him? He's just like all his movement, even the hands. Parrying shots and countering off that, taking one step back. He can take a step back, and at the same time, it's like a pull counter where they just move back and they come back with the counter shot. Like he was doing that with his feet. in. Like just that tiny little step, like it just, and he wasn't running. He did not run at all. He'd take a step back, switch around, do the angles. He never ran away or got backed up at all.
Pure boxing. Yeah, it's pure boxing reflexes and angles that he has mechanics of, of boxing in his body. I was watching him closely in the way he would suck, right? But he's always got an elbow in front. He's always got one arm in front, depending on, which side, his opponent is. And to hit him, Lopez couldn't find no angles. He couldn't find no openings. And when he did, Shakur, he's already took the sting off them, with a shoulder roll or something like that. Absolutely fantastic. And of course, the counter punch, and we've not even got to that yet. Sheer speed and accuracy of the punching, and he's, you've seen the state of Lopez at the end of the fight. He, on top of not winning a round, the man got cut up bad, and people look back on that and think, well. Again, come back to how the hell did that champion who comes at his ring walk in his fight week was better than his performance? The weigh-in, the dancing, the Jabberwockies in the ring walk, and all the rest of it. That was all superseded his boxing performance.
This is a common theme. This is what happened to AJ in the Dubois fight. He had that all that shit. AJ, I know he always normally does it, but all that palaver to go in there and you can't do fuck all fight. Even the little uppercuts that he was catching him with, it's like you can't tell what he's gonna do. He doesn't telegraph nothing. Doesn't give you any looks. It's just all he does is smile at you, and you're looking at him thinking, "What the fuck is this guy smiling at me?" And then before you know it, ping ping, you've been pinged about 3 or 4 times. While you're thinking, just amazing.
Racks up the points. The punch stats were ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Over 50% accuracy in his jabs. You can't get much better than that. To be honest, and as I said before, I've not seen this kind of ease of going up divisions and dealing with whoever's up there since Leonard. Mayweather, he done Pacquiao, but they struggled. In fights, this boy doesn't struggle. I've not seen this lad struggle once. Josh Bradley gave him a harder fight than Lopez.
But do you know why though? Because he went out on his shield. He went out on his shield. He's right. I'm gonna have to take some shots to give some shots and go out on my shield. Lopez decided to not go out on his shield and think, fuck it, I'm gonna do anything and hit what I can see, hit your hips, hit your shoulders. He just got more and more in his shell and just got picked off more and more. And it was because anytime he did anything, he was getting countered every time. And even if he thought about doing something, he was getting hit before he even did it.
Spot on. If we analyse Lopez's performance, it was evident from round 1 that he was on an emotional hype. He
didn't look relaxed, did he? He didn't look relaxed.
Did not look relaxed. Did not look, as if he was focusing on Shakur until he started getting tagged. Now, that's when the eyes were opening. And I was thinking, right, you've lost the first round. The second round was even wider. And I'm thinking to myself, right, he's got to start doing something here. He's 2 rounds down now. If he starts losing more rounds, by the time it's round 6, the fight's over. So he has to start doing something. And I was looking for signs in the dirt. He could not find angles. He was lunging, off balance, getting countered, as you said, at will. Even before what Lopez was going to do, Shakur knew. That's why he's got a great understanding of the mechanics of boxing. When boxers are on offense, you can see he's a real technician of the game, real student of the physicality side of boxing. So hence with his movement, as you say, he takes one step back and he's punching you as he's doing it. He's got that come back immediately. It's his arsenal, which is great. He's got a fantastic array of weaponry, which he can call upon at a moment's notice.
So next thing I want to get to, And it's always a problem, I find, for Teofimo Lopez. But it's a hard situation because it's his dad.
Yeah.
His dad, he might be a good coach because he's done all these other great things with Teo. But when times get tough, he doesn't give him instructions. He just shouts at him. The Cambosos Jr. loss. Just get out there and knock him out. What the fuck are you doing? Go and kill him. And then this time he was going, just get out there, punch him. Punch this little, whatever he was saying. Like, you don't need a guy screaming and shouting, a hype man in your corner. You need a coach that's going to go give you concise instructions. I don't think there was anything that we could have told him, right, just hit him in the hips, hit him in the shoulder, whatever you can get, just hit him there and try and hurt his arms so he can't block as much. But that's an old, well-founded strategy. Canelo did that for years, but he didn't tell him any instructions, just said, go out there and start hitting him. As a coach, when the going gets tough, he is shit. He doesn't know what to do, and he just thinks screaming at someone saying knock him out is going to help them to win, and it's just not. You need a conciseness, not a fucking cheerleader or a hype man. Do you know what I mean? In the corner, but it's his dad, so he's not going to go with someone different.
Yeah, absolutely. Father-son coaching teams, boxers are never ever 100% what you would call satisfactory. They're going to work because emotion comes into it, family ties, blood tie. So fathers can speak to sons in a corner that cornermen or coaches could never dream of, and they get away with that rhetoric at times. You'll never find a Robert McCracken or a Shane McGuigan talking like that in their instructions to boxers in the corner, because they take away the emotion, and they come at you with concise information and strategy. And that's what's lacking in some father-son teams. You know, you see Brian Norman Jr. just parted ways with his father, Brian Norman Sr. recently. Devin Haney, his father's in the corner of Devin Haney when he fights. Never ever gives constructive strategy tips or anything like that. So the real trainers, you know, are the seconds. The real trainers,
But do you know who Devin Haney's second is? Normally, I know they've used him quite a bit. Ben Davidson.
Yeah, they use Ben a lot, especially with British fighters. You know, the inquiries are probably made, you know, about corner Ben and such. But you know,
that's what I want to get onto next. Speaking about Conor Ben, I think he did something very, very, very stupid. Someone's that good, don't piss them off. Like Dubois, he pissed Usyk off. Yeah, and look what happened. Yeah, like with all your mouth. And if they do fight, it'll have to be at 147, because you're not telling me that Conor Ben's going to do a catch weight like in between when he's been fighting at 154 and 160 for like nearly 2 years.
Are you talking about Shakur here?
Yeah. Did you not see what happened?
No, I didn't actually. So they had words or something? After
he won, Conor Ben, there was all commotion in the crowd where Conor Ben squared up to him going, I'll fucking fight you, or some sort of argy handbags at dawn bullshit. And then Shakur Stevenson's come out today and said, I'll fight you. Like, well, you did Eubank Jr. I'll move up a weight. I don't mind. I'll fight you. No problem. And I really hope Conor Ben don't take this fight. Just fight Josh Kelly or fight someone else at 154. This fight is bad news.
It's not going to happen.
When you piss someone off, I can see Shakur Stevenson being that guy Usyk did to Dubois, where he will just come out and destroy you.
I don't think, that's not a viable fight for me. If anything, it'd be Haney, Ben. That's the fight that possibly could happen, but I think that'd have to be a catch weight, maybe around £150. Yeah, I think you're right. Conor should be looking at 154. You know, if you look at him now, he's nowhere near going to get £147. You know, I'm still convinced he goes up to 168 and has a rematch with Eubank.
Rubber match, the third one.
Yeah, the trilogy. I still think that's going to happen, but it's going to happen at £168 because Conor Ben's not lost any weight for me. So if he was serious about coming back to the WB third place, you know, number 3 ranking that he has, he's got to get a move on sharpish and get something done, because all he's doing for me at the moment is just shooting his mouth off, trying to, like you said, get under people's skin and make a name for himself as, some PPV attraction.
Yeah, exactly. And it's because he wants, I think Conor Benn's more of, I want money. I want to be in big fights, but so he's chasing Stevenson because he's just Ryan Garcia, he wants him. What's next for Shakur now? I just think that because of his style, it's not that pleasing to most fans, like casuals. He doesn't draw a lot of money, so people aren't going to want to fight him because they know they're going to lose and he's going to be stuck. So I just don't know what he does now. Either does he move up to welter and try and dominate that division? Does he stay where he is, go for undisputed? Like, what does he do?
I mean, Matchroom have got an abundance of options with Shakur now. People are coming out of the woodwork, left, right, centre, saying they want to fight. His profile, his stock has just rocketed now off the back of that performance, being a two-weight lineal champion in Teofimo Lopez. So, yeah, the future's bright, the future's orange, as they used to say, for Mr. Shakur Stevenson. And Matchroom, as I said, they got options now. However, Dalton Smith unification is there. Gary Antoine Russell, there's another option. So Richardson, Hitchens, they're all within Matchroom's grasp for unification. I think it'd be easy for Shakur Stevenson to go undisputed.
You read my mind. I was just thinking, but none of them fights seem like a challenge for him at all. Like, I was trying to think, what would be a good fight for him where you think, do you know what? This is going to be like 50-50. We don't know. Like, I don't know who could he fight where you think it's going to be a challenge?
If we look back to the greats, right, you very rarely find they had one after the other, all these magnificent fights. You'll find a few fighters who did that. But traditionally, when you get a belt or something like this and you're on the match, you're a hot prospect, and you get that first belt, the inclination is to unify at that weight, because he's brand new at 140 pounds. He could go up to 147. Look for that fifth weight class. I would say hold the reins. Let's build on that unbeaten record you got, because what's he got? 24, 25 wins now. If he wants to get into the Mayweather conversations, he wants to get into the Pacquiao conversations, he needs to start building, and in that is defenses and unifications. All the greats that had to do it, they done it. That's how they got 14, 16 world title defenses. This is the time now for Shakur Stevenson to do and build his legacy. The money will come because his stock has got right up. He'll now command double what he was commanding before, and it's all gravy. He's 28 years of age. Mate, what a great time to be Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think the best thing for him to do is undisputed. Maybe try and top Crawford. So undisputed at 140, undisputed at 147, undisputed at 154, plus that'll make him 7 or 8 division. What is it? He's already 4. So yeah, that'll make him 7 division champ, 3-time undisputed.
Yeah. He's got
something different.
And as I said, he's in that Crawford-esque sort of, type bracket of fantastic elite boxers. His time will come. He's got at least 7 years plus of championship level fights to come.
He seems like he takes care of his, because he never really sat down his shots. He's not ruined his hands. So I think his hands are all good. You know how Mayweather used, when he first started Pretty Boy, he was knocking loads of people out. Then his hands got brittle. Same with Joe Calzaghe, where they just so hard to adapt their style. He seems his hands are fine because he's never been doing knocking people out and putting his face through people. He has. I mean, he has got a decent knockout record. That's undeniable. But
when he's got to this level now, he's gone up the weight divisions. That's always been retested, you know. But the hands he had, obviously, he broke his knuckle twice. He's had hand surgery. People were doubting his hands at one point against Zepeda, whether they'd hold up.
He showed everybody he played with Zepeda.
Absolutely fantastic. And the same here, hitting Lopez with some real good hard shots, opening him up like a can of beans. And it was great to watch. And yeah, as I said, it's all going great for him right now.
That's it. And let us know who you want him to fight next. Or do you think he's overrated? Or give us your thoughts. But you must be crazy if you do. Like and subscribe.
Cheers.
I need